Hello and welcome to episode 24 of Rebreak Radio, the all Nintendo Direct March special extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. My name is Dennis, and today I'm joined by Kerley.
Hello.
And yeah, it's just me and Kerley.
And me, Kerley.
So yeah, that Nintendo Direct, man, like, holy fuck.
Goddamn. Hot diggity daffodil. That was amazing. Like, I was already hyped for it. Like, you don't understand. Well, I mean, you do understand, but some people out there don't understand. Like, when Nintendo announces a Direct, my anxiety shoots up. The emotions, like, I start getting these crazy theories, like, man, we're getting a Pokemon, we're getting F-Zero, we're getting all this shit. And of course, you have to temper your expectations for Nintendo Direct. Yeah. This one fucking delivered.
Holy shit,
yeah. It legitimately did.
Yeah. I mean, I tweeted yesterday, and you replied to it, where I said, like, we all get very excited for Nintendo Directs, but I get excited to simply hear what's next. Not for specific things. Very important distinction. And I also said, if you think we're here about Smash, Pokemon, or Metroid, then you should come back down to Earth, because Nintendo will shoot you down. And I think, like, even though I was wrong, like, with Smash actually being announced, it's still a good principle to go behind, because I went into this Direct not thinking Smash was going to be announced, so much so that when the Inklings came back on screen after the Octo Expansion announcement, and that trailer looking very similar to the original Splatoon reveal trailer, I legitimately thought, and I was thinking, like, are they releasing Splatoon on Switch?
Oh my god.
Like, the first Splatoon? Like, why are they
That would be the most bonehead move. Like, what?
Yeah, but it's Nintendo, so, like...
That is true.
Yeah, it would not...
Like, you don't need to play number 2 if you can play the first.
Yeah, so... And then when it's happening, like, you can see that, like, the flames showing up behind, like, reflecting.
Oh my god.
And it's like... And the Inkling is just looking in pure fear on the huge Smash Bros. Logo. You can see it in the reflection of our eyes. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm lucky that no one else was in this house, because people would have thought I was, like, dying or something. Like, that was... wow, oh my god. Like, I don't even know how to express the excitement and the surprise.
Yeah. Dude, it was like when I was watching with a friend of mine, and that right after they did, because the Splatoon 2 update was a really long trailer. I think it was a little too long, personally.
Yeah.
But then immediately they're like, one more announcement, and then Splatoon characters come up. I'm like, no, it can't be. I'm like, I kept going back and forth. I'm like, it's Smash, and I'm like, no, there's no way. I got to calm down, Kerley. And then as soon as the lights went dark, like, I could feel, like, my heart beating.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I like, grabbed the couch, and I'm like, dude, it's happening. And, dude, the way that it's revealed, the flame, and fucking, there's something so cool about just Mario and Link's silhouette just shaking in the flame. Dude.
Yeah.
It was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, if we get any sort of cinematics in this game, like, people are asking for, like, a single player, and if it looks as cool as that shit is, it's done. It's fucking over with. Like...
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Super Smash Bros. And in the notes here, like, everything is, like, super serious and everything. And then when we get back all the way down to Super Smash Bros, it says Super fucking Smash Bros. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, and so, yeah, first of all, it was announced for 2018. And also, Sakurai went out on Twitter and confirmed that he's been working on this game since they stopped making DLC for Wii U and 3DS.
That's news to me. I didn't even know it was Sakurai.
Yeah,
I mean, God damn, that's awesome.
Yeah. And
once again, he has lied to us.
And that means...
Rightfully so.
That means that by the time this game is coming out, which is assumingly... I would assume it's September 28th, September this year, alongside...
Launching the online service, right.
Yeah. Then it's been 3 years since they stopped making DLC for the Wii U and 3DS version. So a 3-year dev cycle for a game that will probably lend a lot of assets from the Wii U version. That's a pretty good dev cycle.
We're looking at a full game here.
Yeah.
Like, to be completely honest, like I was a little confused, like whether or not this was a port or a new game, because they never flat out say. But like the hints are, if like the Breath of the Wild Link and stuff.
Yeah.
In the Splatoon characters, they don't actually say like deluxe or anything, so it's almost like they left it open ended. I don't know if that was intentional or not. If they had put like Cappy on Mario's fucking hat, that would have no, this is new. Mm-hmm. But the fact that he didn't, and then they have Breath of the Wild Link, I'm like, maybe it's just a reskin or what. Yeah. But now that you say he's been developing for 3 years, this has got to be a new game.
Yeah, like one of my biggest hopes for this new Smash game is a revamp of the veteran characters. Because like now when they introduce characters like Mega Man and Pac-Man, like they're so true to their games. And then you look at Mario, and like Mario is just a generic fighter.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean he's had basically the same moveset since Melee with the Flood at additional stuff, right?
Yeah. And like it's like, so like if you look at Mega Man, like Mega Man has like all of his moves are like exactly the way it works back in the 8-bit games, but like Mario has his cape, and it's like originally I was like, why does Mario have a cape? And then it's like, oh, it's that cape he flies with in Mario World. It's like,
right.
Why? So yeah, like I just want to see them take a lot of these veteran characters and make something that's more true to the way they work in their modern iterations of the games.
See, I'm actually 100% with you, but I feel like there's a strong push against that for a lot of like competitive players that like they're so used to playing with their mains and stuff. Yeah. Like if they flip that on its head, I mean, I'm welcome to it. Like I'll be completely honest. Most of the time, I'm one character. I'm Pikachu. I barely ever stray away and play different characters, but I still like the character options to fight against. And like when friends come over, I like challenging with them. I usually just stick with one character. But if they completely revamped Pikachu, I would say I'd be a little sad because that's like the character I'm used to playing with. This one I'm good at. And I know his moveset perfectly. But with that being said, it would give me a chance to try out some new characters. Like it would give me that push.
Yeah, my mains are at the top Lil Mac, and underneath is Zero Suit Samus. And man, I can slay with those characters. Let me tell you.
Well, I wish they would have given more of like a silhouette of those characters because I didn't see either one of those.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, as long as they bring back Zero Suit Samus, like standalone from Samus and Lil Mac, I'm good. Like, I'm good. You can do whatever you want with any other character. I would say the one after Mario, like the one I want to see be completely revamped the most is Ganondorf. Like I was championing for a Ganondorf revamp on the Wii U and 3DS. That didn't happen. Ganondorf has been a Captain Falcon clone since Melee.
Right.
It's like, why is he first of all, why is Ganondorf a clone and Captain Falcon of all characters? Like,
right.
It doesn't make any sense.
That one never did really click for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm stupid excited for this. Like stupid excited.
Yeah.
And the big thing here is like I would have been 100% okay with a port. If they had said Wii U Deluxe version, including the 3DS stuff, the only thing that I really wanted them to do is to fix the online because honestly, an actual good performing online Smash would have been a sequel in my eyes because the Wii U version, it had some connections and you could do it. But man, every single time I tried, I had input lag out the ass. The matchmaking was garbage. It was just so confusing. Fix the menus, tighten that shit up, and have functional online, and I would have been sold. But the fact that we're getting a new one, and it's supposedly going to launch with a new online service, dude, if they knock that shit out the park, I'm happy. I don't even care.
Yeah, I mean, if they just, like, I would love to see them, spend some money and put dedicated servers on Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Like that, I think they could really benefit from that, because the problems with Smash Bros is the what's it called, the servers, like, because they work on like a peer-to-peer solution, right?
Right.
So
dedicated servers.
Yeah, dedicated servers. Like, Nintendo, get on that shit. So yeah, what else do we got? What are some other characters? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit, because we clearly see Link sporting his Breath of the Wild design.
I fucking love that.
And
again, I wish they had Cappy on Mario.
Yeah.
Like, that would have just been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Cappy can't hide himself, so it's still kind of in.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, so. But I'm thinking, like, what will they do with Link? Because one of the main, like, the way Link grabs people in Smash Bros is with a hook shot, and he doesn't have a hook shot in Breath of the Wild. So that would kind of obviously, it would break canon a little bit. But I don't think Sakurai would really care about that. But
to be honest, I feel like how they have Toon Link and Link, they're probably going to have like a Twilight Princess Link and also the Breath of the Wild Link. And Breath of the Wild Link is going to be a whole new character, like with magnesis, stasis, and shit like that.
Actually,
I think that would be really interesting.
I think they're gonna completely revamp Link and give him an entirely new moveset, and the Toon Link will be what's left of the old moveset, I think.
That makes a little more sense, because you don't really need 3 of the same character, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it though. Hey, I mean, if they give it to us.
Imagine like his recovery being Rivali scale, and the the paraglider.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, man,
they have to at least revamp his moveset or something, because there's way too many cool things they could do with Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah. I hope they keep the Twilight Princess outfit in the game.
Yeah,
because his the tunic that you unlock when you got all 120 shrines in Breath of the Wild, it's not good. It's like designed after the original.
I just
Zelda.
don't like the shorts, like the tiny little khaki shorts. I'm like, nah, get out of here.
Yeah. All right. So, how do you think the Inklings will play?
I've never played Splatoon, but I mean, I imagine, like you said earlier, it'll play like they do in the game, just from a side-scrolling perspective.
Yeah, because the issue with the Inklings is that they have no melee attacks in Splatoon. So I'm thinking they will do like a Mega Man approach to their moveset, where they're basically only long range.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see them doing like a short range attack with like the paint roller, where they kind of spray out almost like a melee attack. Yeah. They could also do like the underground ink stuff. They can like slide underneath characters or something like that. That'd be really neat.
Yeah. Do you think the Inklings will have any kind of ink mechanic where you have to manage your amount of ink and all of that stuff?
Oh man, that would be really interesting. I think it might be a little too complex though.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. But yeah.
Then again, they did some really interesting things with Little Mac, with like the charging and stuff. So I mean, you never really know.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. Something that was very interesting about a trailer too. Like, I've seen a lot of people looking through the silhouettes in the trailer. And Samus seems to have a very different design.
Looks very Metroid Prime to me.
Yeah,
I'm
not sure,
like the really, really bulky look to it. I don't know.
To me, like the kind of balls that she has on her shoulders,
right?
Like, they kind of look more like they look more edgy, and has like they cut off earlier, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I could imagine like this is her Metroid Prime 4 design.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was kind of vibing with it. Either that, or maybe even like the Samus Returns look. But I'm not entirely sure, because it doesn't look as lean as she normally does in Smash Bros. Is the thing.
Yeah, I really like that they picked her other M design in Smash 4. I really prefer that
Yeah,
one over.
I liked that.
But yeah, do you think they'll bring the counter move from Samus Returns?
Oh, yeah, that would be really
It's
cool.
not like Smash has enough counter characters to
Right.
begin with.
Exactly.
But yeah, it would
That would
fit
be
in.
interesting,
It
though.
would fit into the game. It would be a very interesting counter since the way it works is you kind of punch up and then you get like a moment to kind of auto shoot the enemy. So it would
Yeah.
be interesting if like you can do a counter and then you can like press special and just like get some hits, get some free hits
Yeah.
onto the enemy. That would be pretty interesting. Other than that, yeah. I don't think there's anything else to talk about with Smash unless you just wanna
Unfortunately.
speculate a
I
little
do
more.
I do want to speculate real quick. Who do you think the out there characters are going to be? Because Crash Bandicoot coming to the Nintendo Switch, we'll talk about in a little bit, gives me that little shine of hope, because I swear to God,
So
if that happens, it's
yeah, that's the thing. Like I've heard a lot of really, really ridiculous like speculations for character announcements for this game. And what I think like needs to be reiterated with Smash Bros is something I don't know if I've said it to you, but it was like in a Digino gaming video a few months back, they basically they said that there's only one Western character in Smash Bros history, and that's Diddy Kong. So like I'm thinking we're not see like if we're seeing any Western characters in this game, it's like they have to be really fucking special.
right.
Yeah, and like and the ones I'm
You
seeing
mean like Crash Bandicoot special is what you're saying?
the ones I'm seeing like possibly making it is like Shovel Knight. There were a lot of
Dude,
people.
that one would be amazing.
Yeah,
Yes, that's a perfect one.
there were a lot of people voting for Shovel Knight in the ballot last time, and I could also see Banjo Kazooie because we've seen Microsoft and we've seen Microsoft and Nintendo collaborate a lot recently with like cross-platform games.
Yeah,
and like the fact
dude,
that with Minecraft,
all they have to do is dump Duck Hunt Dog and give Banjo Kazooie the same exact moveset, and
that's
it's perfectly
true.
fine.
Like Duck Hunt Dog was Banjo Kazooie, basically.
Exactly. Like, just give me the skin. You can do whatever you want. Just give me Banjo in that game. I swear to God.
And then
yeah, just do it.
Yeah, I could also see Crash happening. But yeah, like
what if? Okay, E3. Stick with me here. Sony's press conference or whatever, or
it's not
Activision,
happening on Sony's press conference.
No. They announced the Spyro trilogy, and they're like, also coming to Nintendo Switch. And guess what? Nintendo's press conference, they unveil Spyro and Crash on Smash.
Yeah, no. First of all, Spyro, like we've seen now that Crash Bandicoot had a 1-year timed exclusivity to PlayStation. So Spyro will probably also have a 1-year timed exclusivity on PlayStation. So first, it would not appear instantly. But yeah, Spyro does not have the same kind of push as Crash has. So I don't think we'll see Spyro in Smash Bros.
I don't either, but I can dream.
So
a man can dream.
Last thing before we move on from Smash Bros. What do you think? Which kind of deep cut character will show up? Like obviously we have a huge history of deep cut characters. We have like Wii Fit Trainer, Duck Hunt Dog, Mr. Game and Watch. Like what's the deep cut character this time around?
This isn't deep cut, but it needs to happen. Bring in Captain Toad.
I mean, yeah, I agree, Captain Toad. Like,
dude, why isn't Toad just in general in Smash? Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Show Toad some love.
Yeah, like who could? Yeah, like there are so many like weird tiny Nintendo characters. But yeah, I'm not like fluent enough in Nintendo's like NES and SNES weirdo business to be able to pick one really.
The only ones that I can really think of are like maybe like the Square like RPG games, like some Chrono Trigger, like bring in some of those guys like Frog or Chrono himself. Dude, that would be dope. That would be fucking awesome. I don't see it happening, but
I could see Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 show up actually.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Like maybe coincide with a Final Fantasy 15 release on Switch.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
I can get down with that.
Yeah. So let's move on from.
Oh! Captain K. Rool. I've seen rumors of that. Man, bring in the Kremlings or K. Rool.
I don't think K. Rool's gonna happen, and that's only because K. Rool like the Kremlings have been completely absent from the recent Donkey Kong games.
It's so fucked up.
By the way, speaking of Donkey Kong, I want him to revamp Donkey Kong. I've never liked Donkey Kong's appearance in Smash Bros. Like he is way more like realistic monkey style in Smash Bros. Than I want him to be. Like his entire like goofy personality is completely gone in Smash Bros. And I just want him to just go into Tropical Freeze, copy paste, and put him into Smash Bros. Just bring that really really awesome design that they had in Tropical Freeze, and bring in his like roll move, keep the ground pound because it's also in Tropical Freeze,
right?
And like just base it on his later appearances. That's what I want to see. Diddy Kong is great already. Like Diddy Kong has the personality, but Donkey Kong doesn't have the personality. It's weird.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Also, Peach. Peach needs a redesign. I never liked her design in Smash either.
I'm not familiar enough with her character to say.
Yeah. Like, I'm talking more just visually. I don't really like how she looks in that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know. It never really bothered me particularly, but
like Rosalina looks very similar to her just regular Mario design, but Peach just looks very different to me. There's something about her face, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway.
Damn, dude, that's savage. That's just savage.
All right, so let's move on from Smash Bros. And what do you think on this list of stuff? What do you think is like second in hype level?
Second, oh man. Oh, it's hard. For me personally, I am the most stoked for Crash Bandicoot on Switch. And I lied. Octopath Traveler getting a July release date. That's amazing. I did not think that game was even actually going to come this year. I thought it was going to be pushed back. I thought maybe like a December game like Xenoblade barely cut it in.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked about that. But also Crash, yeah. I mean, I've already beaten those games countless times, but the fact that it's going to be that remake that I fucking love so much on a portable system, I will buy that game 10 times over if I can keep getting it on like this.
Yeah, I'm considering buying Insane Trilogy again on Switch, even though I platinumed all 3 games.
Exactly. I love Crash Bandicoot so much. I platinum Relics the fucking first game, including the damn Stormy Ascent.
Oh yes.
Oh man.
Stormy Ascent. Holy fuck, that was just pain.
Dude, I spent 5 hours getting that platinum relic, but that's neither here or there.
All right, so let's talk about Mario Tennis Aces, which I'm actually pretty excited about, especially after this video, like after the direct. Like it looks really deep. Like they're adding a lot of different like aspects to just basic tennis gameplay. So
all right, so I have a confession. I've never played a Mario Tennis game. Like this crazy, like I'm sold on it 100%.
Yeah.
This is day one buy for me.
I've only played.
Is all this crazy like slow mo and aiming shot? Is all that new?
Yeah.
And the racket breaking, dude. It looks so fucking, like you said, it's complex for a tennis game. Like, holy shit.
So I haven't played a Mario tennis game since on Game Boy Advance. So I've been out of the sports games for a long time. I played a few sports games at a friend's place on GameCube, and I think I've also played some on Wii. So yeah, I've been kind of out of the Mario sports game business for a while. I really wanted them to bring it back on Wii U, but they just didn't. And now with they released that fucking bullshit Ultra Smash. It's like, no, I'm not getting this. And like Mario sports games on 3DS, like, no, I'm not. These are party games, you know.
Right.
And now with like Aces on Switch, I'm like, fuck yeah, all in. So they kind of had a big deep dive into the game in the direct, where they announced that they will have quote unquote more than 15 characters, and then they went on to list specifically 15 characters. So,
dude, shout out to Chain Chomp.
Chain
Chomp, dude, that's gonna be my dude right there. I hate Chain Chomps in Mario, but that's fucking adorable. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like how Rosalina is just so nonchalant, just hovering around,
just floating around. Yeah. Dude, I fucking love it.
Yeah. I also love how Waluigi's personality in the sports games is just so awesome. By the way, going back to Smash Bros, Waluigi, bring him into Smash. I want him.
Yes. Dude, that's a good one that needs to happen.
Yeah, and I want his moveset to just be a like a personalized just incarnation of the Mario sports games.
Dude, that would be amazing. Yeah. All of his stuff is just sports.
Yeah.
And occasionally throws a rose at people or some shit.
Yeah, so let's get into the new mechanics that they announced for Mario Tennis Aces. So we first have the zone shot, which was basically when you kind of use motion controls to aim where you want to shoot the ball, which was very interesting. And also the zone shot is very powerful, so if you hit it with your racket, it will lose like 1 of 3 kind of health points that it has. And then they also introduced a new kind of mechanic of racket breaking, which is kind of what I talked about. It has 3 like health points, but if you perform a block, which seems to be some kind of timing based mechanic,
right?
If you
like a really specific like frame block shot or some kind of stuff,
a block will let you like return the ball without losing health on your racket. And then the zone speed is for allowing you to kind of cross the court much quicker, but it will use up your energy gauge. So
tennis, man.
Yeah, so you have an energy gauge that kind of goes up by playing and doing trick shots and stuff like that. So the trick.
Yeah, I love all this. I love it, and then like especially like so watching this the direct preview of this. It reminded me of not only a sports game, but very much like an arcade fighter game, like where you have to manage blocking and all this stuff, and you have like a special meter and everything. Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, it looks very, very interesting. And also, of course, the special shots where you get like a really cool finishing move.
That's like the backflip and fucking all the crazy shit. Yeah. I love how Wario's is just he kind of like slowly falls on the ground,
and Waluigi is like, "Oh, here's a flower, like a rose in my mouth."
Oh, it's great.
Oh my god! But yeah, if you don't want it to have any of this kind of very complex stuff in the game, you can still play by just simple tennis rules, and that is really good that he included that, because I feel if you're playing the game with just the kind of family and friends, like all of these mechanics will be like very hard to wrap your head around in 10 minutes, you know? So
I thought it was really clever that they put that in the direct, that they specifically said, hey, all this is really confusing. This doesn't look like tennis. This looks like some crazy shit. You also can play it this way as well. They even went further with the swing mode. Make it even more casual. Yeah,
exactly. So you can play kind of Wii Sports tennis style with the Joy-Con in one hand. So that's cool too. And they will have pretty robust online, it seemed. And they will have tournaments.
Woo, yes.
And from the way I interpreted it, it seems like they're gonna have they're basically gonna host online tournaments that you can kind of apply to. That's kind of what I interpreted it as. But yeah, it seems really
That's what I kind of felt.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so stoked that Nintendo's getting online. Yeah. Like they're finally catching up. Like, because Nintendo games are always really fun multiplayer games. Well, not always, but 9 out of 10 times they're like better played on the couch with a friend. And Nintendo's always been like, no, games are supposed to be played like that on the couch with a friend. But I mean, just the times have changed. People need to play, like me and you, we can play tennis together. That would have never fucking happened before.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm so stoked that they're finally catching up with that.
Yeah, and to finish up Mario Tennis Aces, they will be hosting a pre-launch tournament, which it sounds kind of like what they did with like Splatoon and ARMS, where they basically had these like the test punches and all that stuff. So it will be a kind of pre-launch event where you can get to test the game out a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm still gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it too.
I'm super excited that I get to play it early for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, really cool. Mario Tennis Aces will be out June 22nd, which is basically as late as you can possibly define spring. So
yeah.
All right, so let's get through a little bit of that Nintendo 3DS stuff before going back to the Nintendo Switch. So they announced WarioWare Gold. Have you played WarioWare before?
I have never played a WarioWare game.
I really like them. They're like just weird and zany micro game collections. It's really fun.
Right.
That's coming out August 3rd. They also announced Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers, which comes out May 24th.
That's another one I have no idea what the hell is going on.
It's an eShop only Nintendo series, kind of like Pushmo or Box Boy, in that kind of level where
gotcha, okay.
It's like a Nintendo IP that is seemingly pretty good, but it's like only on the eShop. I've never played any of them, and I'm actually pretty intrigued to play it. It's apparently like racing combined with tower defense, which like sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
so yeah. And then they also announced that they're remaking Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, similar to how they did with the original Mario and Luigi last year.
Yeah.
So, and they're also, and the title is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. It's the longest title.
That's a title.
It's the longest title on this entire list.
Bowser's Inside Story is one of my favorite Mario and Luigi games. It's really good. It's really fun. I don't necessarily think that I need a remake for the 3DS. I mean, the game holds up perfectly fine. And if you were going to remake it for the Switch, goddammit.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Come on.
I'd say the only reason they're remaking it is because it's kind of stuck on DS. And there's no way of really getting it without buying it used.
Well, I mean, you can play DS games on the 3DS.
Yeah, but you still have to buy it used. I don't think they produce the games anymore.
I guess. I suppose. I mean, I just have my card. That's why I guess it doesn't matter to me. But,
yeah, and I also think
cool.
The studio behind the Mario and Luigi games, Alpha Dream, like Paper Jam was not good. Like I got it and I played it and it was just not fun. And I just think they're kind of running out of ideas. So they're just remaking the old ones.
I recommend Bowser's Inside Story. I can't say the same for Paper Jam at all, but if you haven't played that one's good.
Yeah, I've played Dream Team and Paper Jam. I really like the Dream Team, so I might get Bowser's Inside Story. And interestingly enough, that game was the furthest out release that I think we know of. Like the game that has the most far away release date that we know about from Nintendo right now. That's this game, and it's 2019. Like, damn, they're really planning ahead for 3DS here.
It's like, you guys don't have to ever support 3DS after 2018, so don't. It's done.
Yeah. Then they also showed a little bit more information on Detective Pikachu. It's like, more Detective Pikachu is coming out this month. March 23rd.
I don't know if I'm going to pick that one up. There's too many games coming out on Switch. I just don't want to pick up my 3DS anymore.
Yeah, I think I might get it. If not, I'll probably get it eventually because I do think it looks pretty cool. Like the way they've kind of imagine like this world of Pokemon and people being together in that way instead of just like You're like, wow, it's a Pokemon. I've never seen these before in the overworld.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I like that part, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not. We'll see. But the most hype 3DS announcement, holy shit, Luigi's Mansion Remake?
Ah, man. It's again, man. Why? Why the 3DS? Why didn't Dark of the Moon get a Wii U port? Why?
I would say the reason why Luigi's Mansion is getting a remake on 3DS is because it's is, pretty obviously using the engine of Dark Moon / Luigi's Mansion 2, which is called here.
I mean, I get it. I totally do. But man, later on in the show, we got Captain Toad.
Yeah.
On both. And I'm just like, if you had done Luigi's Mansion the same way,
yeah, but
I would have lost my fucking mind.
Down-resing a game is way easier to do than up-resing a game.
That's 100% true. Yeah. That is. It's just hard for me to get excited for this when I'm after Samus Returns, I was done. I was like, I'm done with this console. I'll probably play some Pokemon eventually on it, but I don't see myself ever buying a game for it again.
Yeah. But yeah, if any of these games, I'm definitely getting the Luigi's Mansion remake. I love Luigi's Mansion. But yeah, let's go back to, and that's coming out 2018, sometime in 2018. All right.
It was a good surprise though. Like I did not expect Luigi's Mansion remake at all.
Yeah.
Like I thought if anything we were gonna get a new Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
But I mean, take what you can get, man.
I do think this kind of really cements the fact that we're gonna see a new Luigi's Mansion game. The fact that they are remaking the first one, that means that the interest in Luigi's Mansion 2 was big enough that they actually they're remaking this one, and I think that'll allow them to make a third one.
Yeah,
because I'd imagine that this is Next Level Games again, doing the remake. Since they worked on 2. So yeah, let's get into Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch announcements. They announced Dream Friends updates for Kirby Star Allies, and the first one will be coming out on March 28th. Are you getting Star Allies?
I played the demo. I wasn't that big a fan, man, to be completely honest with you. It is cool that there's giving you updates like new characters for free. Yeah. I mean, if that's your jam, then dude, that's good on them. I like that they're supporting it so immediate with free content. That's awesome, but it's just not a game for me to.
Yeah. Does it have online? I don't think so, right?
That's a good question. So with that in mind, when I saw that Mario Aces and Smash is obviously going to have online, I started thinking about like the 2D Marios, like the new Soup. Like on Wii U and stuff, that would be an amazing system to have online co-op with. Kind of like it. I think they dropped the ball not having it with Kirby's Allies.
Yeah, you know what Nintendo really should do on Switch? They should do the share play feature that the PS4 have, where you can just.
Ooh, yeah, that would be nice.
It allows you to play online multiplayer in any game that has local multiplayer. It's great.
Yeah,
and Nintendo really needs that. Anyway. So yeah, the first Dream Friends update is coming out on March 28th, and the game itself is coming out March 16th, I think. Yeah, 16th.
Yeah, it's next week.
Yeah. All right, and next up, Okami HD, Summer 2018. Have you played Okami before?
I've never played it, but man, I've always wanted to, and this looks actually really cool.
Yeah, I've only kind of... I played a little bit of it on PS3, and then I just kind of dropped out, so maybe I'll get it on Switch. I've heard. I'm
gonna pick this one up. I'm a huge fan of this art style, and especially like it looks very Zelda-ish to me. Like I've never played it, so I don't really understand the mechanics or anything like that.
Yeah, it's a Zelda.
I'm getting some good. Okay, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm sold then.
Yeah. So next up is Sushi Striker: The Way of Sushido, which is a simultaneous Switch and 3DS release. So yeah, that was very interesting. That it just kind of it's coming to Switch too, because it was announced originally for 3DS.
Right.
But yeah, it looks like a very interesting game, like inspired by the kind of what's it called? Like yes,
Overcooked maybe, or
no? Like it in Japan they actually serve sushi on those kind of rolling.
Oh, like. The conveyor, yeah.
Conveyor belt sushi or something like that it's called. So yeah, very interesting game. Might be cool.
Man, I was getting weird vibes. Like it's got this really goofy like sushi mini game, and then it went into like some deep anime stuff. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it looks like it has a really goofy story. Like apparently, like the government or whatever has like forbidden sushi and stuff. And, like this is what like I'm not generally into anime, but like when they really like go deep into weird shit, that's when I like anime.
Right.
Like and it actually makes sense.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
But I'll wait to see some more, maybe to see the actual mechanics of the game and stuff.
Yeah, I think this will be like an eShop release, so maybe like $20-$30 or something. So yeah, well, I might get it. And then yes, you talked about Octopath Traveler, July 13th.
Yes, like dude, this game, I can't fucking wait, dude. The art style for this is ridiculous. I've never seen a game that looks like this, and like I actually did play the demo for that. Very lengthy demo, by the way.
Yeah, very long.
You haven't checked it out, man.
I played only the Primrose part. I heard that the other one was
okay.
But yeah, it was just, it was like surprisingly dark. Yeah. So might get that one, might not. I don't know. But yeah, next up is Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, which is coming out sometime in 2018. Have you played any No More Heroes games before?
No, I haven't.
Same here, so I can't really say a lot about it.
It looks cool. I'm checking this one out for sure.
Yeah. And then Dark Souls Remaster, they announced that they will be doing a network test that will basically allow you to try out the game for free. And more details on that will be coming later. And they also announced an amiibo. So yeah, Dark Souls amiibo. Very interesting.
I would not have seen that one coming.
Yeah. And it's apparently you can do the praise the sun gesture by just tapping the amiibo on your controller.
That's hilarious.
Wait, have you played any Souls games before?
I have not, but before we even found out that it was coming out for Switch, I'm like, I've got to get into this because it looks like really challenging, and that's kind of like my cup of tea right there. So I'm definitely going to check it out on the Switch.
I might give it a shot.
Over anything else.
Give it a shot. Yeah, they also kind of put in a little reminder that you can now use your My Nintendo Gold points on the Nintendo eShop. And specifically, if you got your Switch at launch, you have to use your gold points before March ends. Because the points that you got in March will expire at the end of March next year, the year after. So basically, if you bought like Breath of the Wild at launch, the gold points that you got from Breath of the Wild will expire at the end of March this year. So use up your points now. And so the points you basically convert the points into money, and it kind of gives you so you can buy games cheaper. Yeah.
Right, which is awesome. I'm glad they finally got it together with that, but it is, man, they're cutting it close with that.
Yeah. I think they realized like, holy shit, we kind of need to bring it out now, because it wouldn't be fair to people if they just kind of let the points run out. You know, like that would have been really unfair for anyone that bought Switch on launch. So good on them for actually bringing out the gold points now. And yeah, as you also talked before, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Plus new Odyssey themed levels in Captain Toad. So it's coming out on July 13th. Plus, as you said,
that's
3DS
fucking
version.
Awesome. I love it. Man,
yeah,
I can't believe how packed these months are with just shit we had no idea was coming out.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, we went from not knowing what the hell is coming out in 2018 to like, oh shit, I don't have enough money for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like real fucking quick.
I'm really excited to play Captain Toad again. I don't think I finished it on Wii U, but I got pretty far, I think. But yeah, I'm excited to play it again.
At this point, the only thing that we're missing from the Wii U is Mario Maker and the 3D World. Like, I mean, anything else is just, it can stay on the Wii U. But
yeah,
they brought everything that I needed from the Wii U to the Switch now. Or not, I mean, not now, but we know it's coming.
Yeah, especially with Smash coming on along the way. So
Yeah.
yeah, they need just Mario Maker for Switch, or like Mario Maker 2 or whatever it'll be. So
I swear, if it's an E3 announcement, I'm gonna die.
yeah. Also,
so I'm just gonna die.
New Super Mario Bros. U is also like a New Super Mario Bros. Games is also missing.
I want a new one of those. I don't need a port of those games.
So my speculation is that the next Mario Maker will just feature a complete campaign. So,
dude, oh man, that would be amazing. And I don't remember what podcast it was on, but they're mentioning how Mario needs a new art style. What if they unveil it on that with a new campaign using that art style and matching, going back and forth and shit? That would be incredible.
I would love if they kind of borrowed from Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, and did that like that 3-dimensional art style. I love that. All right, next up is Undertale. That was another hype announcement for a lot of people.
Yeah, dude. Another game that I've wanting to check out, never have. I'm excited. It's coming to the Switch.
Yeah, I played it on I didn't finish it, but I played like maybe like 3 hours of it on PC, but it's like I don't like playing games on PC. I just like the way you play games on Switch. Like, okay, you play for a little bit, just press the home button and do something else for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that's
No, I'm 100% with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm not a PC gamer.
Yeah, that's the way I like to play games. So I might play the Undertale completely this time.
What's funny about Undertale is it's one of the only games where I know the entire soundtrack, but I've never played the game because that game's got some insane music.
Yeah, there's some pretty good music in that game. The graphics are like hideous. Like that's the only thing that would need like an update in Undertale. It's not the pixel art, like it's just not good pixel art.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
All right. So next up, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, like we talked about before, July 10th on Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Hype is real. Crash is back.
Dreams come true.
Yeah. And then next up, Little Nightmares, Sweden Represent. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Little Nightmares Complete Edition plus a Pac-Man outfit for some weird reason.
That's so weird. It's so cool though. I fucking love this.
That's coming out May 18th, and it will include all the DLC chapters that they released after the release. So I think I'm gonna get this. I played Little Nightmares on PC. It's an awesome game. Like, it is weirdly creepy, and yeah, I'm excited to play it. Also, something that I really like as someone who kind of looks at games in a very like developer style way. I really love how they handled climbing in the game. Basically, you can just climb anything that has like an edge to it. Really, really well implemented.
Man, I got like a lot of I only played a bit of it, but it was because I never bought the game, but I played it at a friend's. I got some serious like really dark, demented Unravel vibes from it.
Yeah. And also, if you played Little Big Planet, you can kind of see because Tarsier, the developers of Little Nightmares, they made the Vita version of Little Big Planet, so you can kind of see some Little Big Planet DNA in this game, specifically how you grab things with like R1.
Right.
So yeah, there's definitely some Little Big Planet DNA in the game, which is kind of cool.
I like that.
Yeah. So next up, South Park: The Fractured But Whole is coming on April 24th to Nintendo Switch. Did you play it?
I didn't play either of them. I was tempted to get it when it came out, but I was like, let me hold out till it gets a price drop. And now I'm just holding out to get it on the Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame that they didn't also announce Stick of Truth.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't necessarily have to play them in order, because they're not like the way, like in Stick of Truth you're playing basically like Lord of the Rings, you know, like
right.
Wizards and Warriors, and in the Fractured But Whole you're playing superheroes. And in the beginning of the game, It's like, dude, it's like Cartman or whatever. It's like, dude, we're not playing, we're not playing Warriors anymore. We're playing superheroes now. But yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, like Fractured But Whole takes place the day after Stick of Truth. So
That's
yeah,
hilarious. Man, Nintendo again reiterating like that this isn't just like a family friendly console. They've got mature games on there. Like it's crazy.
yeah,
So much has changed since the Wii U.
yeah, definitely. And then we also got the Western release for Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, which is May 18th. I've gone back and forth on this one. I played it on Wii U. There were a lot of new content that they released on 3DS. Like it's been so insane. Like they announced the Wii U version which had like its own base of content. Then
Right.
they got like a season pass for the Wii U, which brought in a lot of new content. Then they revealed the 3DS version that had all the original content and the season pass plus new 3DS content. And then there was a season pass to that as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and now Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on Switch will just have all of that content in one package. And like, dude, if you bought all of that, I'm sorry because if you buy the definitive edition on Switch, like you will have, like, they're not lying. This is the definitive edition. Like you're basically getting like hundreds of dollars of stuff for $60. So I assume it's $60 anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. See, I might get it, might not. It's kind of just mindless fun or whatever, you know.
Right. I've actually never played a Warriors game. This is the one that almost got me, but it still didn't quite grab me. Like I don't know. It doesn't seem like my type of game. But being that, like you said, there's so much content in this, I'm like, maybe I'll try it out.
It's definitely like on the secondary like feed of Nintendo games for me.
Right.
Next up, they also announced an ARMS US and Canada online open tournament, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm glad they're still supporting this game. I'm you know, whatever on it. I didn't really care for ARMS too much, but I'm glad that the fans that did play it, they're getting, support.
Dude, you gotta get ARMS. I love ARMS.
I tried it out and I don't know. I did like the test punch and it didn't really get me.
But yeah, speaking of test punch, ARMS will have its third test punch on March 21st. So there will be like a few hours sprinkled out throughout the day of March 21st, I would assume, where you'll be able to play some ARMS for free. So go and check that out if you're interested in ARMS and just haven't made the purchase yet. And then they also announced that the creative directors, I believe, of ARMS and Splatoon 2, not the same people, different creative directors, they will both be having separate GDC talks at the Game Developers Conference this year, which is very interesting. I really enjoyed the GDC talk that the developers of Breath of the Wild had last year. Was so much interesting stuff in there. Like the way they thought about the design in Breath of the Wild, was just so mind blowing. And I'm really interested in seeing what happened with ARMS and Splatoon more deeper. So yeah, that will be very interesting to see. And specifically like how I hope they go in with ARMS. I really hope they go in like technically and show like how do the ARMS work, because they don't really make a lot of sense. Like
right.
Yeah, like I'm just really curious of how they work. But yeah. Then they also showed off new Splatoon content, version 3.0, which has a bunch of new maps, some new outfits, and also a rank X, which is the like multiplayer rank above S plus. And yeah, I know Artsy Omni, the guy who made the Rayman leak. I have him on my friends list on Switch. And
dude, that's awesome.
What
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. And yeah, like he's got like 500 hours in Splatoon, and he is like so hardcore at Splatoon, and he fought like so hard to get that S plus ranking. And the moment I saw that they announced the X ranking, I was like, oh man, this is not good. This is not good for him. It's not healthy.
That's amazing. Oh god.
Yeah, and then they also talked about the Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. So this was the last announcement before Smash, but we already talked about Smash. So what did you think about the Octo Expansion?
Okay, so I think it ran a little bit long. It was kind of confusing because like there's this weird squid girl walking through the subway, and then the guy's narrating it basically over her walking through the same thing. Yeah,
it's an octoling, not a squid kid.
Squid thingy.
Don't be a racist.
It's finally time for me to get into Splatoon. It did look intriguing to me. Like I've not played Splatoon 1 or 2, and every time I see something, I get a little more intrigued, and I think it's finally time for me to jump in now that like they've got that. The expansion looks cool, don't get me wrong. It's just it kind of dragged a little bit.
Yeah, it was a very long trailer, but I really liked it anyway. And dude, it was awesome. Like, did you see the outfits of Pearl and Marina? Like, they were kind of they were dressed as like some famous like rappers.
Yeah, dude, it was cool.
Yeah, I really love the like Splatoon is kind of the case where I love the world more than I love the game. But I still like the game. But like the world of Splatoon is like so awesome, and I just want to see a game that explores that world a little bit more. Like, imagine like a GTA in the Splatoon world. That would be fucking dope.
Dude, that sounds crazy. So like, yeah, that's the big thing for me is I'm not normally like just a strictly online player, and Splatoon, from what I hear, doesn't have great like single player experience, but I mean this looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, like the story mode in Splatoon, it's kind of like imagine like Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario 3D Land / World, but it's not as good. That's kind of what Splatoon multiplayer, like Splatoon single player is. But yeah, it's kind of a good version, and of those kind of games. And by good I mean like worse than amazing.
Worse than amazing. I can settle for that.
And that's coming out summer 2018. And by completing the Octo expansion, that will allow you to dress as an Octoling in the multiplayer. And I thought that was a really cool part in the trailer where the Octoling is kind of surfacing up in like the square, in Copless Square, and like, whoa, like this world, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is everything in the Nintendo Direct. So if you had to rank the Direct on, like, let's see, what do we? Let's use the Splatoon ranking. So we have X on top, and then we have I think C is the lowest ranking. So yeah, from X to C, X, and then we have S and A, B, C. Like, where do you rank this Direct?
Dude, this is getting an S for me. It's not quite an X because there are some stuff that I think the presentation could have tightened up a little bit. But it sold me basically on like 7 or 8 games, like even ones that I've never played before. I mean, the Smash Bros alone, they could have shown that, and I'd have been like, I'm fucking like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it
was ridiculous. The surprise, the trailer itself, amazing. And then on top of that, you're giving me Crash Bandicoot, Captain Toad. You're freaking giving us Octopath in July. Like, holy shit. This so much good stuff in here. Mario Aces, I'm sold on it now. Like, I've never played a Mario Tennis game, and you show me this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting this. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I would give it an S+.
S+, all right.
Yeah. Like, it is so close to perfect, you know? Like,
right.
What's keeping it from being perfect? I don't know, the fact that we don't know anything about Metroid and Pokemon and all those games, that's keeping it from being perfect. But that is hopefully the E3, Nintendo's E3 showcase will be the X rated, not X-rated.
Right.
Will be the best.
It'll just be Bayonetta.
Yeah, just Bayonetta. All right, so that is anything else you want to talk about Direct before we leave?
Good job, Nintendo, man. You guys continue to surprise me the past couple years. That's all I gotta say, man. It's they changed so much for the better too. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, like, man, that Smash announcement, like, holy shit! Like, I can't even believe that it's real, and it's coming this year.
Insane! It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
we don't deserve this kind of treatment.
Yeah. One thing I want to note before we let go, like, in that Smash reveal, like the way, like the fear, like the pure fear in that Inkling's eyes when she looks at this like 100 feet tall Smash logo that's burning and it's entire all the blackness. It's like, I'm just thinking about standing like someone. Okay, this needs to happen. Someone needs to make a VR experience like that.
Dude, that would be incredible.
Yeah, where it's just like a massive Smash logo in complete blackness. You see like Mario and those guys standing silhouetted in the distance. That VR experience needs to happen. Someone make it. Yeah, that's got to be terrifying.
I can't say enough good things about that reveal. Like, everything was it's just so cool. It's just, Smash Bros has always been awesome, but this was like next level announcement.
Yeah, so good. All right, so that is it for Rebreak Radio episode 24. So where can people find you, Kerley?
I'm over at Kerley Studios on YouTube. That's Kerley, and also Kerley Studios Gaming, where I do a gaming channel. You can find me on Twitter at Kerley Studios G.
Sweet. You can find me on Twitter at Dennis_Lofgren. You can follow the channel at Rebreak Radio on Twitter as well. Come and join the Rebreak Network Discord server. It's a lot of cool people here. I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for this. Well, it was on Twitter, but kind of related to this anyway. But
exactly.
Yeah.
What an awesome thing it's proved to be.
Yeah, it's been awesome to get to know a bunch of new people all over the world. So yeah, that's it. Go listen to the podcast on iTunes / Apple Podcasts. And yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that shit. Share with your friends, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.